Hello everyone, this is Shelman again. I was going to read another poem from my Navy days. This one's called The Vampiress Kiss. A man was traveling around Europe. Soon enough he came upon a cemetery with tombstones of vampires, vampiresses, jesters, witches, and gargoyles. He didn't think anything about it. This man was a photographer and he loved Gothic architecture, so he took plenty of pictures of this cemetery. So that night, this man came back to the cemetery at midnight to see how spectacular it would be under the moonlight with shadows everywhere. As soon as this man came back, he was full of bewilderment, for the cemetery was by far way better than he had imagined it to be. So he took his camera out of its case and started taking pictures of every tombstone that enthralled him. He took pictures of the beautiful tombstones, and while he was doing this, some of these tombstones started to move. These tombstones were also turning into whatever they were sculpted to be. Now this man was standing in the middle of the cemetery, which was now occupied by vampires, vampiresses, jesters, and gargoyles. This man was full of a mix of shock and bewilderment at the same time, because he had never ever seen these beings in his life. He didn't know what to do, so he just stood there bedazzled, as if some sort of incantation was cast on him to make him stay still and not speak. All of these vampires, vampiresses, jesters, and gargoyles were all talking to each other in their own tongues. Whatever it was these beings were saying must have had something to do with this man, for they too seemed as if they were in some sort of trance, because they couldn't help but keep two vivid eyes on this human. After they were done saying whatever it was they were saying to each other, a vampiress by the name of Kyla, whose beauty was undescribable in words. She had a hourglass figure with perfect breast and perfect bottom, stomach, face, and a sparkling white smile. Her body was both entrancing as well as seductive. Kyla walked right up to this man and asked him, "Who art thou, and what art thou doing hither in our realm?" "Ma'am, I know not what your name is, so I will call you ma'am. Anyhow, my name is Domanius Seconius. I am a photographer from America. I travel the world to take pictures of things that enthrall me." "So we all enthrall thee, huh?" Kyla asked. "Yes, the tombstones were really enthralled me, for I had never ever seen any of you in real life." Now, don't get me wrong. All of you enthrall me, for you are real, which is awesome. In any way, thou being enthralled by us is a good thing. However, it is also a bad thing, because think too fondly of mortals. So thou would like to see amazing to capture on your camera?" Kyra asked. "Hell yeah, I would love to see whatever you want to show me," this man said. "All of you stay hither and stand on post while I show Demonius Seconus around," Kyra commanded. Demonius Seconus followed Kyra to her grave, and she said something in vampiric, and the grave changed from dirt to an underground passage. We went down 2 stairwells and finally made it to our destination. Sure is beautiful down here, he said aloud. Take pictures of whatever enthralls thee, Daemonius, Kyra informed me. Daemonius took his camera out of its case and started taking pictures. He took pictures of all sorts of things, some being statues of dragons, wizards, fairies, elves, witches, others of what seemed to be their god. After he was done all his pictures, Kyra asked him if he would take some shots of her. He said, "Yeah, I'd love to." So he took pictures of her standing in this way and that way, her leaning up against some of these statues. He took many others as well. Soon enough, he put his camera back in its case. As soon as he had done this, Kyra flew right next to him and landed by his side. "You're so beautiful," I heard the words slip out of my mouth before I realized what I had said. Well, well, aren't thou quite the charmer? Thou doest not look that bad either." Okay. Take me, now, she demanded with flames in her eyes. He could no longer fight the temptation anymore. He did what she demanded me to do. While we were making love, I felt 2 fangs penetrate my neck. After this, I stopped instantly because Kyra had really bitten me. "Kyra, why did you just bite me?" he asked. "Well, I didn't think you would allow me to bite you willingly, so I went ahead and did it. Now finish up, or else you shall die without feeding on your first blood." So once again, he did as he was told. They finished up this love-making session. Kyra stuck out her arm and allowed him to taste her blood. It tasted great. It reminded him of when he used to pick at scabs just so he could taste the blood. Now that I am a vampire, and since you made me a vampire against my own will, I want you to be my sweet vampiress. What do you say, considering you seduced me to make me a vampire? Correct, he said. Considering I have done you wrong, I owe you a favor, so we are together, and will remain together forever, she informed me. Eventually, we made our way up the stairs and joined the others. Kyra explained everything in vampiric to the others. They were all hooping and hollering, for they now had a new member of their clan. Daemonius Saconis was now a vampire, so during the day he was a tombstone. However, when he was a statue, and Kyra were merged together by their loins. Every night, Daemonius and Kyra were always flying together in search of fresh human blood. They had many kids and lived together forever. Alright, that's the end. Peace. Sorry for my mess ups. And hopefully you enjoyed my poem. I hope everyone's having a great morning, great afternoon, great evening, late, early morning, evening. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.